afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation call for 3 p.m. Eastern, May 7th, 2019. Today's meditation will be our 450th meditation. So we have been meditating daily for 450 days, which I think is phenomenal. The more we do this, the more effect it has on everything. Now, we look at the ascension, we look at first enlightenment, then ascension. A lot of people say, well, what's ascension? You ascend, basically, you transform into a different body, you move into a higher density, frequency, harmonistic frequencies, tone, and that's what we are. We are on this journey, and it's a continual journey of perfecting and moving in higher and higher frequencies so that we can experience, at first in physical form. So whether it be carbon base, which is now to crystalline base, which is later, and into other forms after that. But we have the spirit inside the body, and the spirit, soul, God spark, divine essence, is bliss, it's joy, it's love. And the physical is separate. And we've been taught that. When in reality, when you can merge the two knowingly, consciously, you literally become joyous and blissful and happy and peaceful and kind and unselfish. And you understand that the attachments that we experience on this planet they pull us down about 99% of the time. A lot of the times we aren't aware of it, but they do. Because the reason they do is because of all of the constraints that are dumped on the civilization. You got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this, you got to have that. You have to have this license, you have to have that license, this regulation, that regulation, this. And that's what creates such a heaviness for most of the civilization. And we get weighted down. And so it's always well, maybe if I have this, I'll feel this way. Or if I have this, I'll feel this way. Or maybe if I have this, I feel this way. I feel that way, feel this way. And it's actually a detachment from all materialism to become enlightened, not just on a brief few minutes here and there, but a consistent enlightenment is to leave it all behind. Now, Siddhartha, Buddha, that's what he did. He left it all behind. Lived in wealth and favor and total insulated and secure from the outside world, and had everything he could ever imagine. And then he went outside the walls and discovered that what humanity was, what the people were. And so he just dumped it all, went around basically in a robe, and meditated most of the time, interacted with people here and there. And he became enlightened, which means that you have no attachment. You're not attached to material things. You're not, give me my, worried not to have, worried to have, all that stuff. And you become lighter and lighter. But see, there's that tug of war that is constantly pulling at us. Says, no, you have to get this, you have to get that, you get this, you get this, get this, get that, get that, get that. And then we worry about not having. And we worry about having. Because when we have, we worry about keeping. Okay? And then when we don't have, we worry about having. It's crazy. So, here is the challenge for this civilization, is to let go. Is to let go of the construct. Is to let go of all of the contrived and generated things that this matrix generates. And that's easier said than done because everybody is so accustomed to wanting. Have, want. It affects every one of us at one time or another. Not immune to it. So when we realize that, and we don't know, see, because we're always in that mode, one way, shape, form, or another. So we don't know what it's like to be free, to be enlightened, to let go of materialism. Because I'll tell you what happens when you let go of materialism. It flows, your frequency goes up and it flows directly to you. Things come to you. But it's the confidence in each and every one of us. Without that ego, it's the confidence that we're lacking and the self-esteem that we're lacking as a species, as a civilization. We're taught to believe that we don't have power. We're taught to believe that we're just pipsqueaks and a grander plan. And, it just goes on, and it's ingrained in so many of the civilization of humanity. And how does one transcend? How does one move out of that? You practice in being in the now, and you practice being in love. You continually move into that direction of higher frequency, and during the course of the day, you practice with yourself on naming all of the things that you love from the heart-mind. Not just to say it, but to feel it. A lot of people say things. They don't feel them. They just say them because they feel they're appropriate. But it must come from deep within the heart-mind. You practice loving things. Because every time you do and you reinforce that, it generates a lightness and a freeness with the things you direct your love to. This sets up the transition for humanity to begin loving themselves and each other and to start helping and assisting. Because oftentimes the block is, well, I can't afford it, I don't have the time for that, I really wouldn't know what to do, I don't have the skills for that, it's too overwhelming. And there's just things that keep arising and coming up. Now imagine yourself if you had nothing. Zero. Nothing. Okay? Now, you had food and clothing and shelter, but you didn't have anything. Nothing. No assets or anything like that. No money or anything. And you were free. Go as you please. You didn't have any tie downs or anything else. It's a different experience. It gives you moment to live in gratitude, be in gratitude, happiness, and appreciation. There's only one way that this civilization is going to move above itself in harmony and peace and joy and prosperity and love and kindness and generosity. There's only one way. That's through these meditations, consistently every single day, over and over and over and over again, from the heart-mind, from the deep source of our creation. And that's what this meditation is, a deep source of our creation. And there's no other way. People say evolution, time, it has to be with each human rising above, elevating themselves beyond the entrapments of the goop, the lower frequencies. Because if we don't, we stay in the same. And the same is annihilation. That's a fact. It is an annihilation of the existence of the civilization. That's what it will go to. That's why we should have 30, 40, 50 million on these meditations. And just growing exponentially of 10 million a week. All of you are participating in a vast transition from fear, frustration, anxiety, stress, and lack of into love, peace, joy, complete abundance, prosperity, happiness. And this is for everyone. You can see how the Matrix has literally imprisoned many of our brothers and sisters. So, if you will, go to a place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, and relax. And let your shoulders drop. Let all of the stress, tension, fear, anxiety flood out of the body. Like letting air out of a tire. You should let it all go. Vaporize it. Bring in the purple transmuting flame. It does not serve you. Does anxiety serve you? Does stress serve you? Does fear serve you? They don't serve you. They take from you. Alleviate that. Let that go. Move yourself in the now. In the now. Only the now. Your body just go into complete peace, being. No thoughts of tomorrow, no thoughts an hour from now, no thoughts a second from now, no thoughts behind, just now. You can feel your body a wave go from your head all the way to the bottoms of your feet of a complete relaxation. Ease, not dis-ease, ease. And while you're doing this, you're going to want to breathe. While I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, you hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. Exhale through the mouth. Breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. While I'm talking, you want to do this at least 6 times. And as you're breathing in divine positive energy. This divine positive energy communicates with you constantly. Unfortunately, most of us ignore it. We just look at it as just part of existing, part of this body, breathing. We don't look at it from the true perspective of what it really is. Life-sustaining. So the communication as we breathe in divine positive energy is deep source creation. It is what we truly are. And imagine that. We are pure divine energy in these bodies. These bodies are a vessel that holds our energy so that we can navigate in a physical density, so that we can touch and feel, taste, smell, experience. And we are a divine positive energy. We are pure love energy. Isn't it interesting that we have so much conflict on the planet? Yet, our true essence is love. Deep source creation. We fight. We get angry. We have all of this caustic, lower vibrational frequency. Because believe me, there are those who exist, who are, every single second they exist, pure love. That's it. That's what they are. There's no anger. There's no selfishness. There's no aggressiveness. It's not there. It serves no greater good. And there are beings like this. And they're spread throughout the universes. And we have that opportunity, potential, to move into that beingness, to move into the higher frequencies. So we breathe that in, that knowing, that deep knowing, that communication. You are divine light energy. You are pure, deep, eternal love. What does that mean? It means that everywhere, everything, every time, every existence is we exude love. We love everything, anything. It may sound absolutely ridiculous to some people, but it's what we are. And when this is communicated to you in source creation, Mother, Father, God, Prime Source Creator God, our family, create the collective consciousness of the universes, conveys this to us constantly. The problem is that we don't acknowledge it. So as we breathe out, we're breathing out our constraints, blocks, fears, because some people are afraid of knowing that they are true love. They don't want to know. For some reason, it frightens them. So we breathe this out. These are the obstacles and the blocks that we put in front of ourselves, and that while we're in this third density, and which attracts more of the blocking energies that stop us in our tracks. It's always a tug of war, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, and everybody, I believe, on this call knows what being in love. I think they do. I think most humans do, but fewer experience. not for a short stint and then it goes away. It's forever. We turn and we move and right into our heart mind, and we end up floating right above the heart. We're immediately met with our higher self, our God spark, our spirit. We merge with our higher self. Physical, spiritual, spirit, soul, merge, heaven, earth. Heaven on earth. Heaven being the spirit, body being the earth. We create paradise. The more of us that meditate on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, like we do in a collective effort, massive impact. It's like a burst of love light energy. We are completely sealed in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of prime source creator God's deep eternal love. We have emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. We have the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the white fire, violet blue purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. All of these energies are part of us. They flow with us. The sphere is, we're in constant protection. So anything that tries to penetrate the sphere other than deep eternal love is vaporized, transmuted into neutralized substance. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. We are at the equator of the planet. Our circle completely encircles Gaia. We effortlessly begin to move up above the planet. And as we're doing this, we desire to have the highest force, the strongest love light energy, concentrated in one area right now with this planet Earth and its civilization. So we call upon other parts of us, brothers and sisters. We call upon all of the light energy beings in all dimensions, densities, existences, and all universes who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, and benevolence, kindness, generosity, thankfulness, joy, appreciation. And they join us in this meditation. They flock in googleplex after googleplex. It's just massive numbers. Understand that there are hundreds and thousands of universes, and they're coming in from all avenues. And they blend and they merge with our circle of light. It expands and it grows as they continually move in. We are humbled by their presence. We are grateful. And we love them. They love us. They are humbled and they are grateful. It's coming together. And our light expands and grows and continues to do so exponentially. And our circle, the same, grows exponentially. We call upon the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, all of them, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. For they are the only ones who can enter our circle of light. Any in the lower vibrations cannot. So they come and they flock in. They join us and they are exuberated. They are gleeful. We are thankful for them as they are us. We call upon all of the ascended masters, ascended out of body. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Ganesh, circle of light, which is pure, deep, eternal love. This is when we blend the body and the spirit in with the light. We become one massive circle of deep, pure, eternal love. We call upon all the inhabitants in the hollow earth, inner earth, beneath earth, all that are in deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, in the highest of benevolence and peace, and joy, and generosity. And they join us in this meditation. Without hesitation, we embrace. We are thankful for their presence and their participation as they are ours. We call upon all of the off-worlders who have been assisting in a benevolent, loving way. This civilization and its enlightenment, ascension, and its freeing from bondage. You see, these are all pieces of us. We are pieces of them. And we keep growing and expanding, intensifying our deep eternal love. We're very, very humbled. We call upon all of our loved ones who have left body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and without hesitation, they are with us. They merge in with the deep eternal love light frequency, vibration. And we grow and expand in our light, brilliant, powerful, flaming, we call upon all of the light energy beings who are housed in the following forms on this planet, in this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elements, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn, all of the great spirits of this planet, they join us in the deepest eternal love, peace, joy, generosity. And they come, and we expand, we embrace them. We're humbled by their presence as they are us. We all merge together. We flow together. This is the true source creation power of transformation. We are. Always have been. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It is expansive. It sets center circle. Center circle at 360 degrees, our wave of light reaches out into all densities, dimensions, into all universes. The sphere can be seen from anywhere, from the rim of creation and beyond. It houses all of our meditations in perpetual motion, non-stop, expanding exponentially. This is a real energy, a real deep, eternal love light energy that is vibrating and saturating more and more and more, transforming every microsecond, every quantum second. We can feel it saturate the tops of our heads. It literally rains down and saturates our physical body, our etherical body, from tops of our heads, inside down, all the way down to the bottom of our feet. You can feel the vibration. We know that we are part of deep source creation. We are part of the collective consciousness of the universes. We look down upon the planet, we see we experience, we feel. We interact with all of our brothers and sisters and all life on this planet and in this planet. Separation is not acceptable. It's gone on way too far, way too long, separating, being apart, being in dis-ease, in anger, in accosting one another. It is absolutely ludicrous. We see this, and we wave massive flow of deep, eternal love light energy, and we watch as it completely calms and transforms all vestiges of disruption, of harm, of negativity, of confusion. And it literally transforms everyone into an existence of peace, of being, of humbleness, of the self-esteem at a high level, the ego at a peaceful state. We're flowing. We literally lift the entire life source energy of the planet into higher and higher frequency. We expand on this. This is what we truly are. We are this. We continue to transform. All that there is, ever has been, and ever will be, into deep source creation of deep, eternal love. And there is no end to it. And it continues to expand, saturate, penetrate, alleviating all of the lower frequencies and all of the disharmonies permanently, because we are elevating. By doing this, we continually move up into the higher frequencies till we get to the point of nirvana, total peace, total love, total prosperity and joy. There's many forms of prosperity. And all we care to do is continue to saturate the universes with this deep eternal love, transmuting all of the negative influences and low frequencies into the higher frequencies and deep eternal love and peace and joy. And that's exactly what we're doing with this planet and this solar system. We are in love. We are deep source creation. I'll join you in the meditation and I'll return to close us out. more we embrace of what we are, who we are, and our power, and the more we begin to understand that we are literally one, that we are pieces that seem to move separately, but in actuality, we're moving as one source. One source. Everything is connected. So when we learn how to tap into that source of the highest frequency, we are literally opened up to infinity of ascension. As long as we choose, we continually move up. We become more and more blissful, peaceful, contented, compassionate, caring, humble, all of these things. Just picture that our mission is to be in love and to expand that throughout all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. Imagine being in constant nirvana. And the joy of spreading and expanding that love, light, energy. Take it with you the rest of the day and into the evening and night hours in the following morning. We'll be back here at 3 p.m. Eastern